for a minute. This is something we used to do a long time ago, and you may want to think about it because, you know, people book for fun, more so than free these days. I mean, they really do. So years ago, we used to have a little theme book that we took to our shows, and there was a page on all the different types of themes that we could do. Okay, and I would mention 3 or 4 or whatever seasonal themes I was offering for that time of year and use this as an illustration, and then I would put it on the table for them to look at, and then I would just kind of watch who would pick it up, okay, because there's a little red flag to me that they're looking at what themes were available. The other thing, and I've got a couple of these I'm going to give you tonight for coming. You're going to be rewarded. This is the little theme page I use, and this lists all the different types of themes that we can do, and I put one in every guest folder. I have one for every guest, and as I'm doing the end of my show wrap-up, as I'm getting into kind of closing out my show, I say, you have a little polka dot sheet in your folder. Everybody pull that out. And have them pull it out, okay? I'm not going to leave it to chance that they see it. I have them actually pull it out. And I talk about a couple of the fun things that we could do. Obviously, I'm not going to go over all of these, but now I'm watching to see who's reading them, who's looking at these themes, okay? So you can do one or the other or both. You can have this for every guest, but you might try making a little theme notebook and using it as a visual because it will remind you to talk about those fun themes that you want to offer, and then you can put it out for the guest of you. So I went ahead and made some nice pretty color pages for you guys. I made the Mexican Fiesta page. I made the wine, cheese, and chocolate. And I made 4. I made tropical, luau, Hawaiian pizza, you know, flip-flop contest page. And I also did sexy salads because that's a great one for spring and summer. I've got several people for April and May that have booked the sexy salads. And we have some fabulous new salad recipes for you guys to do at those shows. So when you leave here tonight, you're going to get to take one of these themes. So you can start your own little theme notebook, or you can just put them in protective sheets. But I would encourage you, because this serves as a great visual at your shows. Okay? So we will sit that down here to give you to take home with you. So as we're getting into closing out our show, we're going to do the booking slide, and we're going to talk about the theme shows. That's what we call more direct advertising of booking a show. And then we want to close up our show with some kind of a strong statement. And I'm going to give you 2 examples. The one I use pertains more to just bookings right now because that's what we're focusing on in this workshop. So here's an example. After we've done all of this during our show, we might say something like, we've got one last chance to win a prize tonight. I've had such a great time here with you tonight, and I want to thank you again, Susie. Wasn't she a fabulous host? Let's give it up for Susie. She was awesome. You know, when I find fun people like you guys, I just love to come back and cook and party with you. So if you're seeing lots of products you would like to have for your kitchen, I'd love to come shower you with the free and discounted products. In the folder, you have a little polka dot theme sheet. Be sure to pull that out and look at all the different things that we could do. We've already talked about a few of them, but there are many more that we could do for you and your friends. So take a peek at that and see what theme would be fun for you and your friends. And then I'm going to be, as I'm saying this, I'm going to be walking around the room handing each person their door prize slip. Okay, I like to hand the people their door prize slip and kind of look at them and kind of smile at them. And I'm kind of saying this as I'm doing that. And I'm going to walk them through how to fill out that door prize slip. And I'm not going to hop up again. I forgot to bring mine in here. But I have little pink ones that I use. And the first part of it is to fill out their name and their email and that. And then it's got if they want to book a show. And mine says that they have 3 choices. They have not in this life. They have my arm could be twisted, which says maybe in parentheses. And it says, I'm definitely interested, so they can pick one of those. But we want to point that out to them, and we want to encourage them to mark something. If you're using the home office door prize slips, just have one in your hand and talk about if you're interested in getting your friends together, check this box. If you have some questions about getting your friends together, check maybe, and we'll talk about that. You know, so you don't have to talk about the no's, but just, you know, encourage them to check those boxes. And just go through that whole door prize slip with them really quick and then take them up and do your door prize drawing. So we want to end up by doing that door prize slip and the drawing. Okay, so I have a short little show outline that I'm going to give you guys to take home that just kind of reviews what we've talked about, the different segments of your show and what to include in those segments. Okay, any questions on that? Does that make sense? Okay, very good. So, now that we've done all this, we're going to be talking to our guests, right? And what's going to